You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're now going to be joined with Jane on the telephone. It's all part of our regular update from Ideas Test. Jane, as always, it's great to talk to you.
Yeah, hi Daniel, nice to talk to you again as well.
So I think you've got some information you're going to let our listeners know about what's happening over the next month or so, I understand.
Well, yeah, July is going to be busy. There's lots going on. Our Sittingbourne Shimmies, which is just an exciting title for moving well or movement workshops for the over 50s, continue every Tuesday at 10:30 till midday. That's at number 34. And our Confidence to Create sessions continue too. They're workshops for artists and creatives who want to develop their ideas and their practice a bit more. And we've got a really fascinating pair of events that are both inspired by local history. So in the stairwell and window galleries, we've got an exhibition called The Cash Dressmaker, which is inspired by the discovery a few doors up from number 34. There were about 500 pieces of cloth or clothing hidden away in the nooks and crannies under the floorboards, up the chimney. When the building was demolished, they were unearthed.
Okay. What else did you want to let us know about?
Well, I'll go through the list. I'll say a little bit more actually about Ideas Test. So, these are all events that are happening at Ideas Test number 34, Sittingbourne High Street. So just to say a little bit more about Nicola Barker's exhibition, or Nicola Flower, I should call her really.
Okay.
That's her artist name. So she's the Cash Dressmaker, cash as in to hide. She will be, in response to what I was telling you about the 500 deliberately concealed garments and objects in the building just down the road from number 34, she'll be making small handmade miniature garments and objects that she'll be exhibiting in the stairwell gallery and the window spaces throughout July and the first week of August. And she'll also be in residency at number 34 between the 12th and the 16th of July. And you can join her on the 16th of July between 11 and 2 and take part in creating an extra piece of the installation. So if you can bring along a piece of pre-worn fabric, just a kind of square about 20 centimetres, or a small item of clothing that you don't need anymore, to conceal for good fortune amongst the exhibition. So that exhibition opens on the 2nd of July and runs till the 6th of August. But also on the 2nd of July, from 12 till 3, we've got a short film day with Making Artwork, who are a Maidstone-based art collective. They're going to take over the number 34 screen for the day between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock with a rolling programme of brand new short films curated by Karen Crosby, which a lot of you, the listeners, probably know, on the theme of time and memory. And all the films are made by Medway, swale and Kent-based artists. So those films explore the idea of time and memory, of an event, a journey, a landscape, or of a feeling or an emotion. Then the week after, on the 9th of July, we have Space, which is a puppet performance and puppet making workshop, again at number 34. It's free. It's happening between 11:30 and 4 p.m. And Space is a 15-minute show from puppet company Strange Face, their Kent-based company, for 5 members at a time, members of the audience at a time. And the show's about a small boy, Stalin, and rockets that go wrong. So it's performed with hand-carved puppets on an ordinary tabletop and using headphones just like a silent disco. There's a soundtrack which tells a tiny tale that's suitable for all ages. It's kind of reminiscent of animation classics such as Mr. Ben or The Clangers. And adults enjoy the work as much as children. It's very original, very delightful. And on the same day as these shows that people can come along and be part of, the Strange Fate-based team would like to invite you to make your own puppets in just 30 minutes. So using easily found materials such as garden canes and masking tape, participants can create characters and even animate them in a short story of their own, and the puppets will be yours to take away at the end of the session. The Strange Base have been working with Ideas Test on this project since 2014. It's a family arts festival. So, as I said before, with Sittingbourne Shimmies, which are our Moving Well workshops for over 50s, some of you might have seen the women that lead these workshops doing performances with their company in the High Street a couple of weeks ago, the Moving Memory Dance Theatre Company. They're an amazing company of women who really like to share their skills of movement and to help people loosen up and have a laugh. So they'll be introducing some basic movement skills, learning to move well, and exploring ways of bringing your experiences to life. They use movement, music, and digital projection. And there's no need for any experience, just a desire to try something different and let go. So if you want to come along, it's 10:30 every Tuesday until the 26th of July. And please wear clothes you feel comfortable to move in and bring a bottle of water. If you want any more information about those sessions, you can email us at contact@ideastest.co.uk. And then the last weekend, we had the first of a craft flash mobs run by Unravel and Unwind. And they're going to be coming and doing another one on the 11th of July at number 34 from 11 a.m. to 2:30. Again, it's free. And it's calling all crafters, whether you knit, stitch or crochet, all are welcome to the second of the 3 craft flash mobs. Unravel and Unwind invite you and your friends to bring along a current crafting project to share in a social creative space. Unravel and Unwind's experienced crafters will be on hand to chat, crafting ideas and share their skills with your skills. So the drop-in sessions are open to anyone, whether you've been crafting for years or just a few weeks. And some of you might have already taken part in Ideas Test Creative Network events, and these will continue on the 12th of July with a second Confidence to Create workshop. So if you want to explore fresh creative opportunities, or you're considering freelancing or thinking about starting a creative business, do come along. It's a 2-hour taster workshop that encourages participants to take the next step in their creative activities. So if you want to ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? What do I need to do to get there? And what are the practical steps I can take now? Then this is definitely for you. It's run by Gordon Lamont, who's a Sittingbourne resident and has been a freelance radio content creator and coaches people absolutely brilliant, and people have really got a lot out of it. So do come along to that on the 12th of July, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again, it's free. And kind of carrying on in that vein of kind of developing your business or developing yourself and how you work, we have on the 14th of July, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Embracing Failure workshop with improvisational practitioner Matt Matheson. So this is an immersive 2-hour workshop led by Matt Matheson, who's a very experienced improvisation practitioner. And he'll introduce the participants to 3 core principles of improvisation: listening, saying yes, and commitment. So the workshop is highly active, and through a series of games and storytelling mechanics, attendees will experience what it's like to celebrate and learn from failing and break down any silos between each other caused by a fear of failure. The workshop will include a compelling performance session that Matt calls the Church of Fail. And he says, I created the Church of Fail to challenge the conventional theory that we should be ashamed of our mistakes and that we should hide them. The Church of Fail combines 3 distinct practices: improvisation, celebrating failure, that is, stagecraft, having a stage, receiving a round of applause, and business logic, understanding your learnings, to create a powerful, fun, and an energetic way to celebrate the lessons that come from failure. So, a chance to say, well, some things have gone right, some things haven't quite gone so right, and how can I make use of that to progress. And I mentioned right at the beginning another piece of work that people can come and be part of that explores local history is Sittingbourne 360. This will be the first of our Sittingbourne 360 events. It mixes local history with creative technology. It's a free family workshop, and it's on 23rd of July. And it explore the history of the shops and streets around the high street in Sittingbourne using computer game technology to discover remnants of the past. So for one day only, new technologies like Oculus Rift, virtual reality and Minecraft will be used to look back hundreds of years at the high street, bringing the past back to the present in a lively and engaging free hands-on event for all the family. So like many high streets, behind the facade of modern buildings in Sittingbourne lie much older structures. These might be hidden, but they're not lost to us, thanks to the memories, skills and expertise of local historians, archivists and archaeologists from Sittingbourne Museum and the Historical Research Group of Sittingbourne. Howard Griffin from the University of Kent at Canterbury will be our expert on the day, and he'll be digging out the past using techniques he's developed with his students on his MA course in architectural and archaeological visualisation. So we'll aim to collect photographic evidence about the present to uncover the past. And to do that, we'll need some help as well from local schools, historians, artists, and anyone with a story to tell about Sittingbourne. So if you come along on that day, the 23rd of July, the shop is open usually from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You'll be able to look at old photos, old maps, and new visualisations of the old town and lots more. So it's not all about high tech. Come along, have a go, try out Google Cardboard, and which is a simple way to use a smartphone to bring the landscape to life. So number 34 is definitely hosting a good mixture of hands-on, traditional and new technology stuff across July.
Well, Jane, it's certainly a busy month, it sounds.
It definitely is, yeah.
So could you just refresh for our listeners those useful contact details so people can find out more from Ideas Test? Because I know there's quite a good website that's listing a lot of that.
Yeah, there is our website, which is ideastest.co.uk. We've just had it updated. So do go and have a look at it. There's a calendar on there that shows all our events and has, more detailed information about everything that's on. And that includes stuff that isn't just at number 34, some things happening in Medway and Swale. And if you need to get any more detailed information, then please do email us at contact@ideastest.co.uk. And Ideas Test is IDEASTEST. You can always just pop into number 34. We're open Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Well, Jane, thank you very much for updating us this month on what's happening Ideas Test-wise.